Guys, have you fallen from a mountain before? If you have, what was the experience like? Did you live from it or did you die from it?
I wanna be my dream girl, doing everything I've never seen girl, being everything I wanna be.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Aisala Betino here. And of course, if this is your first time seeing this pretty face of mine, please, you're welcome. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you can get updates whenever I make a new funny post. As if I'm funny. But to my returning subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I love you. God bless you. So I think I had a life death experience or near to death life experience, life threatening experience. Yes, I had a life threatening experience. I think that was 2016. Yes, I went to Enugu for a retreat, a camp retreat with my friends. A day to the day we were supposed to come back, we decided to try out a higher mountain. We were staying at a particular mountain that had a step to it. But a day to the final day, we decided to try out a more let's say a much the challenging mountain there that had no step and it was higher. So when we got there, we had our early morning prayers and it was lovely. It was as if we were so close to God, touching the heaven. Oh my God, the experience, it was beautiful. That's all I can say. Then when we were done with the prayers, we now had to come down from the mountain, and that was when the drama started. Remembering it right now is giving me goosebumps. So on coming down, first off, I started complaining to my friends that the ground was giving me this jiggy jiggy vibe, this dizziness kind of stuff. I was feeling dizzy. So, but when we were coming down, I forgot about that complaint. Coming down, but I was still mindful of my step, because I don't want any story that will touch the heart. But I guess I was supposed to have a story that would touch the heart that particular day. So on coming down, I don't know. I did not sleep. That place wasn't sleepy, but something happened. I don't know what it was. Then I saw myself on the air, rolling. Then the next thing I noticed was that I hit my heart on one big tree there and continued rolling. Then I also had like my pastors and friends' voice calling my name, shouting, running after me, running after me, being very careful because you cannot run now unless they want to join the ride. It was a smooth ride, I tell you. So they were calling my name, but I wasn't really picking up what they were saying because I was busy cruising on the air, imagining Hollywood drama while they were there worrying their life. So when I kept on falling, and I think I saw a barbed wire at the down, like it was like a barbed wire that they use in fencing the mountain. And I was so scared at that point when I saw it. It was as if I was so scared because the barbed wire was naked and it has all those sharp objects all around it, and I was scared that I was going to hit there, and I don't know what the story was going to be because I was already having fun cruising on the air on my free ride.
I wanna be my
And
dream
then I noticed that I stopped at some point and continued falling down again. Yes, continued falling down again until I stopped falling. Like when I continued falling, I've already made up my mind that this is it, girl. You are definitely gonna hit on that barbed wire, the naked barbed wire. So when I stopped, I didn't believe it. I was still expecting to fall again, but I did not. That was when I had my pastor's voice shouting to one of my friends to check whether I was still breathing, to check whether I was still awake. And when he got to me, he helped me stand up, and when I stood up, I started laughing. Like, I don't know, I just started laughing, not smiling. I was literally laughing like someone opened up a laughing gas or whatever. I was just laughing, and they were surprised though because hello auntie, you just had a very serious fall. Why are you laughing? I told them that shey it was fun. No, say I was imagining Nollywood. Why falling? Why then they were dead shouting their life out. So when I was laughing, I fell down again, and he was able to catch me, and I started laughing again. So they held me strong. One other person had to join, and they held me strong to make sure that I don't fall again. And they guided me out of the mountain. When we got out, there was this guy that was now making jest of me. He was not like, sister, that rat you are looking for, did you let her find it? That was my first time actually seeing my pastor very angry, and he said a word. to the man. I didn't really pick it up because hello, I was still in La La Land. He said a word to the guy, and I pitied the guy actually because that wasn't really a good time for you be to be a comedy. You get, but that wasn't where this whole thing ended. After the fall that I thought was going to be the end, we were fasting, but my pastor told me to cut mine so that I can go treat myself, take pain relieving drugs, and treat myself. So that was what happened. Then the next day we were supposed to go back to Aba. The next we entered the bus that would take us back to Abia State, I felt ill. Like I was so ill. My body temperature was very high. I was really very ill, and I was feeling feverish. When we go home, I couldn't contain it. I couldn't contain the whole sickness and all that. So I had to contain the whole sickness, and I'm still not a hospital person. So no matter how sick I am, going to hospital is still not something I've thought about. Although I'm sure that I'm going to pick up that habit, even if it's not for severe sickness. But that's not the gist for today. So when I got home, I was very ill. When my church people came visiting and came praying, trying to check up on me, and I was just hearing some side talks. I thought she went to the mountain. Why is she now ill? Blah 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 stuff. Because that particular period, I thought I was going to leave this world. I don't want to use the word die, but I thought I was going to leave this world because it was very severe. I think that was my first time, apart from hepatitis, that was my first time being that ill, and I was a little bit scared. But then again, because I just came down from the mountain, I was feeling like I was so close to the Lord's heart. So at that day, that point of my life, I was like, God, anything that wants to happen, just let it happen. Like the sickness was that bad. Anything that wants to happen, just let it happen. But God willing, after my friends came around and prayed for me, I think that was my first time sweating, and I got myself, and that was this. I think this is like one of the near death experience that I've had. Yes, apart from major sickness and God saving me from minor accidents. So to answer your question, I hope this little gist of mine did justice. Of course, if you watched to this point, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget it's your girl Aisala Betina. I love you, but God loves you most. Mwah.
I wanna be my dream girl, doing everything I've never seen, girl.